thank you so much for scaring me these last, I don't know, 10 years working with James.
Pleasure.
For me, you're the rock star of cinematographers. And what I like about the fact that you're directing this movie is that people are going to be able to appreciate that you have a lot more to do with the films than just the guy behind the camera. I mean, I know you set up a lot of these scares. How satisfying is it for you to actually be credited as a director and have a bit more at stake in this film than just being behind the scenes?
You know, it is satisfying. I think I've taken my my sort of tool bag from the James School of horror filmmaking, and kind of created my own tools to throw in the bag, and have been able to in Annabelle to actually have a movie that's unto itself, and I think it fits the mold of the type of films we've been making, and also, like I say, it's unique in its own way, and it's an homage to Rosemary's Baby as well. So it's great. I'm thankful to James and New Line for this opportunity.
Yeah, well, it's I saw the movie last night, and there's one scene in particular. I don't want to give too much away, but that happens in a basement with an elevator. Setting that up, did you guys know that this was going to scare people, just the way it was set up?
Let me just put it this way. James is the one that it was his idea to do, to add the elevator into the scene.
Okay.
And let's face it, I mean, it was a very scary scene before we even added the elevator as a part of it. But that yes, we did know. James knew for sure, and then when we were doing it, you could tell. I mean, Annabelle's performance, the fun we had with the camera, the environment, it was very, very creepy.
You're a big fan of the 70s genre horror film. Would you say there's some nods to some pretty major films in that?
There are.
Annabelle?
I mean, look, I slept on my parents' floor the night after I got home from The Exorcist, and I was like in high school then, Yeah. There's that. And truly, I think that's one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. That, The Shining, of course, got to me quite a bit. But actually going back just before that, because of this film and the fact that, it's Mia Farrow, John Cassavetes, those are the characters' names in Annabelle. So it's truly inspired by Rosemary's Baby. And, 2/3 of the movie takes place in an apartment, kind of like the apartment in Rosemary's Baby, if you want the Dakota, and now ours was the Langham, actually, in K-Town here in L.A., but this actually, it was interesting how they're related, and there's no question. Those movies did inspire this film as well as The Conjuring, of course.
Can you tell me anything about The Conjuring 2?
I can tell you that it takes place in London. It's based on a true story, and it's a very, very good script. I've read the script. James is going to direct it. Looks like, which I hope that works out, because he's the one that should. He's it's his baby, and he'll kill it. And it's about a girl that gets possessed in a suburb of London in 1975, I think it is. Yeah. And it's really scary.
And lastly, how important to you is music in a film?
Oh, God. Well, very great. It's interesting. These kind of films are the mood that's set by the music in these kind of films is extremely important. And Joe Bishara, who is not only our composer and was the composer on both Insidious movies, The Conjuring, and now Annabelle, he's also was, by the way, the demon, just for whatever that's worth.
He's your lipstick demon.
He is. He is. That's very good. Actually, he did an amazing job on this. And what's interesting about this movie, aside from the fact, from the moment you hear the first organ tone, the tone for the whole movie is set. It's also very emotional, and Joe, really stood up to the plate emotionally as well as in his awesomely creepy way.
Thanks so much, and please keep scaring us for years to come.
You got it. I'll be honored to do that.
What do I do? Protect your family.